Hello, DCPS 6th graders. I hope you're staying safe and healthy while you're working at home. In this video, we're going to be talking about character traits and characterizations. You're going to be reading the text Beowulf and learning about characters in that text. And today we're going to demonstrate and practice how to use a fast chart. A fast chart is a graphic organizer that helps you gather information about characters so that you can make some decisions about what you learn about those characters. For those of you who might be wondering what a fast chart is, maybe this will be a refresher or a reminder if you've used these in class before. But if you haven't used a fast chart before, FAST is an acronym and it just stands for the feelings, actions, sayings, and thoughts of a character. Again, FAST stands for feelings, actions, sayings, and thoughts. These are details that come directly from a text. Some things like sayings and actions you can read right in a text. Other things like feelings and thoughts, sometimes you'll see in a text about a character, and sometimes you might have to make an inference about a character. But what we're going to do today is work on a fast chart together. I'm going to describe the strategy of how I get information for a fast chart, and then I'll show you how to do one using an example before you try one yourself in your distance learning plan on Beowulf. So we're going to use a pretty familiar example. This is pretty simple to talk about characters and character graphic organizers. Let's use the example of the Three Little Pigs. This is a story that most people know, but just in case, there are also some visuals to help you. When we collect information about a character, characters are just the people or animals or other characters in the story. So for example, in the Three Little Pigs, the characters are simply the pigs and the wolf. Sometimes there are other secondary characters as well, but it's just who is in the story. Now, what becomes really important, especially when you're doing a fast chart, is characterization. This is a little bit different than just who is in the story. Characterization is how an author develops the characters for you, how they describe them, what they do, what they say, what they feel. Those are lots of details that are characterization details and will go in your fast chart, such as the wolf blowing down the houses, the third little pig building his house of bricks. Those are actions that describe and help you understand the characters. At the end of reading a story is when you're most able to start really making some decisions about character traits. Character traits are qualities of a character, general qualities like a personality trait that you learn after reading a lot of details about a character, such as loyalty, intelligence, or patience. So for example, I would say the third little pig was really patient because he spent some time building a sturdy house that would last. So let me show you an example of how we will do a fast chart using our examples from the Three Little Pigs. This visual shows you a fast chart that will be in your distance learning plan. The FAST acronym is down the left-hand side: feelings, actions, sayings, and thoughts. I'm going to do an example from the Three Little Pigs, and I'm going to do a fast characterization chart about the third little pig from the Three Little Pigs. I'm just going to escape out of this for a moment so that I can type directly onto the screen so I can show you a little bit more about how this works. So on your fast chart, you'll be able to either write digitally on an electronic copy, or if you have a paper copy, you can always write directly onto the fast chart. So let me show you some examples of how I might put evidence from my text onto a fast chart. Remember, we're doing ours about the third pig from the Three Little Pigs. Okay? So some of the things that are in a text might be quotes of the things that the characters say. One of the things my third little pig says is, "I shall build my house of bricks." It will take me a long time. But once it is finished, I will have a sturdy house that is safe. Did you notice that that was a quote I took right out of the text, and I put quotation marks around it because it came right out of the text, and it was something the third little pig said. Another thing I could put in my fast chart is an action, something that the pig did. All morning, he gathered bricks to build his house. Okay, another thing, another action that the pig did, the third little pig did, I can write it here too. He went inside his house and locked the door. At the end of the day of all that work, he might be tired but proud. Now that doesn't say it directly in the text. It doesn't say that thing exactly, but that's something that I can guess based on the actions and sayings of the third little pig. At the end of my reading and at the end of all of my work, I might be able to decide on some character traits. That's in the last column of your fast chart. So after all these things that the third little pig did, I might say that he is really intelligent and smart. I might also say things like that he was patient because he was willing to take his time and build that house out of brick instead of rushing his job. So this is just a little example of how a fast chart can work. You, of course, are going to be doing a fast chart about Beowulf and characters in Beowulf. I hope this video was helpful to you. Please be safe and be well.